Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy Thursday from beautiful Austin, Texas. I'm your host, the guy with the pointy sunglasses. I hope everyone's doing well. If you saw the caption for this live stream, you'll be like, wow, it's really dramatic, or what the hell happened? Well, I don't know if I can't reference a specific movie or TV show, but if you've ever seen like a car going down a highway and the hood flips up and, covering the windshield, it's like, yeah, this is something I would see in a movie. Well, yesterday you saw the photos that I posted of me and Jen. We went up to Enchanted Rock, the trail, like over in the hill country. We drove up there. Jen drove up there, and we hiked up to the top of the rock. We went on some of the loop trail. It was really awesome out there, really beautiful. I took a bunch of photos. You can check the post that I put up yesterday. So we had discussed splitting the driving duties. She was going to drive to the rock, and I was going to drive back to Austin. So we finished up the trail. We're back in the parking lot, and we are walking to Jen's car, and she says, hey, actually, I'd like to drive, back home if that's cool. Are you okay with that? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you want to do the driving instead? She goes, yeah. She goes, or do you want to drive? And it took like a second, and I was like, yeah, I was like, I think I'd like to drive because I haven't driven in like a couple months, and I want to get some driving time behind the wheel. So she's like, all right, cool. So, I get behind the wheel of her car. We head out, get back on, back roads, back onto like 16 north, and then back onto 71, headed back up to Austin. So, the roads have been really, mostly like desolate for the most part. Maybe a couple cars, trucks here and there. It's like smooth driving for the most part. I'm flying down really well down the highway into back roads. So we're on 71, and doing like probably 70 or 80 in the middle lane. And I noticed earlier that, the roof of Jen's car was like loose, so her fiance tied it down with something inside. I don't know if it was a bag, I forget what he used to tie it down, but it was like holding pretty good. But I remember it was either when I was driving or when Jen's driving, but I could see like the hood kind of like rattling a bit like in front of me. I'm like, oh well, hope it stays, like we're going fast and stuff on the road, and it's whatever, real windy when you're going fast. So, but everything's going okay. So I'm driving on 71, and 1 second, I see everything normal outside the windshield. Split second later, the fucking hood popped up and like completely covered. Well, almost completely covered the windshield. Could not almost see a fucking thing. Right away, Jen's like, pull over, pull over, pull over, pull over. And I'm like, like the end, when the hood is facing the windshield and it has that like little curve. Well, when the windshield popped up, it wasn't completely covered because I could see like a little sliver at the bottom of the hood, of a little bit of opening, a viewpoint. I could see like the road, like a tiny bit of the road. So I'm like driving and like cranking my neck like this. So I'm like, and Jen's like, we gotta pull over, and I'm like, yeah. I'm like, hold on a second. I turn around to see like if there's any cars behind me in the right lane, and like this truck must have saw what was happening because it looked like he was kind of slowing down a bit. So I just had to barrel across 2 lanes to the shoulder. So we parked at the shoulder, got there okay, no problems. I had to get out of Jen's side of the car because there's so many cars now. Like the timing was like something else, because as soon as we pulled over, I swear, like I looked to my left and there's like fucking cars just flying by. Like all of a sudden, I couldn't get out of my side, on my side because of the cars. So I had to climb over the middle console and out of Jen's side of the car. So we get out, And Jen's like, oh, I gotta call Scott and call her fiance. I gotta call him, so maybe he's gotta get us. I don't know if I gotta leave my car here. And I'm just like looking at the hood in the car, and then all of a sudden, she's like, hey, she's like, she asked me, she goes, can you push it and like push it closed? It'll see, like we can close it at least, Luckily, her windshield was not damaged because the thing is not flat. The hood's not flat. It's kind of like dented a bit, so like it didn't like land flatly on, like no cracks, no damage to the windshield, thankfully. So I slammed the hood back down, and like it was like it slammed down hard. In fact, so hard that it caught onto something, and now they have to figure out how to open up the hood when they need to like check the engine and fluids and stuff. But it caught onto something. I tried to yank it up a bunch of times, and it wouldn't give. So I was like, well, at least it's closed, secure enough for us to make it back home. So once the hood was closed, got back in the car, had to wait like a minute or so, and then like once I got an opening, coasted down the shoulder a bit, and just went, pulled right into the, right into the lane, and went on our merry way. Did 60, so we would make sure that the hood would be secure. But by the time we were getting back, at that point, it was already going to be traffic anyway, and going to be going like 60, 50 and stuff. So that's what happened. And it's kind of crazy to think that, yeah, maybe we almost possibly could have gotten some crazy ass accident, and maybe could have possibly died. I mean, Jen saw it as a way of like, oh my God, we almost died. And I was like, I swear, like I panicked for like a split second, but then my brain went into like, oh, okay, we got to do something. I got to do something. And I saw the crack, and I see, okay, I can see the shoulder, pull over, and I got to look back, see if there's anybody coming by, which there wasn't. So it all happened so quickly. It was really crazy. I've been driving since like 1992, since I was 18. I've been in car accidents. I've had cars break down, been pulled over by the fucking cops. But this is a first. This goes in the first column, and hopefully only every time. I'm just glad that Jen wasn't alone on the road when this happened, because that's really, it could have been really traumatic for her. It already was when it happened, and she's in the passenger side, and I'll toot my own horn. I was cool enough and calm enough to figure out where to look out, and then like get us safely to the shoulder, and then close the thing. I'm sorry, Scott. Like I know you'll be able to get that thing open, somehow, but at least we were able to get it closed and secure enough to get open. Get home and stuff. So, but yeah, it was crazy. It was a crazy experience, man. Like, I don't know, it kind of hasn't sunken in still, I guess. I don't know. Like, it happened. It's sort of like it just happened, I think, because it just how kind of smooth it went in a way. Like, after it happened, like, we were able to, like, pull it aside and close the hood and then get back in and get back home safely and everything with no issues whatsoever with the hood. So, but yeah, so I guess I have advice for you. If God forbid or whatever, if it ever universe forbid, if your hood ever pops up like that, just look at the bottom of your windshield, and if you have that curved part of the end of your hood, then you'll have that sliver. It's gonna be like this, literally like maybe this size, but you'll have a sliver to like stare at, to like look through enough to see. And I said, thankfully there was not like a lot of traffic around when this happened. I'm sure other people saw it and was like, what the fuck, holy shit. But we got through it, I'm happy that we got through it safe and got home safe and everything. And thanks, Brandy baby. Yeah, it was scary, man. It was pretty crazy, like when we tell the story, we started off with like, we almost died yesterday or the other day, whatever, because it's not hyperbole, I guess, it could have been a shit show. Luckily it wasn't. Thankfully it wasn't, both me and her, like, we're able to, me and Jen, we're a great team. So that's why she's my, one of the reasons why she's my best friend, like, we can really be a good team and like work together, and we got through that thing, and, and then we got back to Austin and met up with our friends and celebrated Cinco de Mayo. So it was a hell of a day, going to Enchanted Rock, going all the way to the top, and then having your hood pop up and block your windshield and your viewpoint to drive, and then getting back to Austin and drinking margaritas and celebrating with friends and just, you know, being happy to be alive. I guess. Well, I would say, I guess. Happy to be alive and live one more day and, you know, see my friends and, you know, it's going to sound cheesy and shit, but tell your loved ones that you love them every day. Don't fucking skimp on it. Don't, you know, don't slack on it. You know, sometimes we forget because of life and that, but, you know, always tell your loved ones that you love them because you never know, you know. I mean, split second something can happen, you know. We're very fortunate, you know. I mean, I'm an atheist, but I don't know if I say so. Was someone looking over us? I don't know. I think it was just we were just able to like act in a way that, you know, being calm was like the main thing, because if, you know, if you're gonna panic in that situation, it's gonna be a shit show. S-H-I-T show. You know, and that's with any kind of thing like that. But man, it's like that's like the craziest thing, you know, I ever went through driving. I hope that's the craziest thing I ever go through. I don't want to go through any more other crazy shit. Like I said, I've rear-ended someone. I've gotten some other accident. My car caught on fire one time. You know, like, and all this other kind of crazy shit happened, you know, with cars and stuff. But this was just like, this took the cake, man. This really took the cake. I love you, Yasha. I love you and Lisa. You know, you guys know that. You know, I got to talk to you guys on the phone soon. So, but yeah, I love you guys. You know, I sound like sappy and cheesy and shit. But, you know, I love you guys. And, you know, I mean, and all the like little shit that, you know, annoys us about each other is all trivial and it's all petty and it's all dumb shit. You know? It's like, I love you guys. And I'm glad I could say that today, and I want to say it tomorrow, and so many other days, and ahead. You know, I still got to go to Hawaii so I could visit the love of my life, who will be there soon. So, a lot of life goals, you know. Gonna get a car soon, you know. I want to get a car soon. I want to move to a different part of Austin, you know. Got all these things that I want to do, so hopefully I get to do them, you know. And also, you know, so, no, was in my mom's car. It was a brown Hornet. No, my mom's car, my mom had a, like, hey, she had a Ford Explorer. That's like, at that time, when I got in, like, car accident stuff. So yeah, she had like an Oldsmobile, I think, like, back in the day. And then she had a Mazda RX-7. And then she upgraded and got like bigger trucks. She got like she drives like Ford Explorers now and stuff. So, you know, so she's got like a really nice, durable, safe vehicle and stuff. So, yeah, you know, like I said, you know, do your best to be calm in situations like that. I know it's hard, you know, I mean, but God, there's really no other way to do it. You know, I mean, at that moment, you know, you just want your brain to instantly think like, okay, what do I got to do to, you know, get out of this situation, or get to the, you know, get this to where I need to be so I can not, you know, have any problems. So, well, I'm rambling. So you know what that means. It's time to end this video. Love you guys. Have a great Thursday. And I'll see you soon. I'll probably see you tomorrow. I work, my work week starts tomorrow. My breaks are at 5:30 this weekend. So maybe tomorrow I'll hop in on a live break, 5:30 Central. 5:30 Texas time, 6:30 old home time. So, yeah, have a great day, guys, and be safe and enjoy life.